A warm welcome to all. I'm Haripriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Costume Design and Fashion. So this is a video about men's apparel laboratory. So I'm just giving an outline how the garment has to be designed. So this is just an outline for that. So further we can go with the practical sessions. So first, what is pyjama? Pyjama is a lower garment worn for comfort, commonly used as sleepwear and casual wear, designed for ease of movement. Simple structure makes it ideal for beginners. So this is just a normal wear which is mainly done for comfort one. So it is also called as a sleepwear and a casual wear. Ease of movement in name, which means it has a loose fit so that it can those who are wearing will having a comfortable one. So this is the main concept of pyjama. It is a lower garment. Both men and women can be used this garment, right? So this is a just introduction about pyjama. Next, objectives: understanding the basic garment construction, learn pattern drafting for lower wear, develop cutting and stitching skills, gain knowledge of finishing techniques. So first we have to know what is the basic garment construction. So how we are going to construct the garment, because there are various types of seams are there. Which seam is suitable for this garment has to be mainly identified. What is the stitch type we are going to use, how we have to draft the pattern, because the drafting pattern is a main step in the garment construction. If the pattern is not suitable, the garment will not be a good one. So that we have to mainly concentrate on drafting a pattern for a lower wear, because it is having a crotch line. If the crotch line is not perfect, so that it leads to an uncomfortable one. So we have to mainly check on that. Next one is develop cutting and stitching skills. So how we are going to cut the garment, cut the fabric, and then how we are going to make the stitch, how we have to use the stitch, where we have to stitch the garment, which type of stitch has to be used. There are different classes are there, so that which stitch is suitable for this garment has to be identified. Which sewing machine is used for this garment has to be identified. Then finally, gain knowledge of finishing techniques. So how we are going to finish. This is the main concept objectives. Next one is tools and materials. What are all the tools and materials used to construct this garment has been mainly concentrated. First one is fabric, which is cotton or blended fabric, which is blended, which means we can use different natural fibers has been used, or elastic fabric, elastic yarns has been included. So mainly concentrated on fabric, measuring tape, scissors, tailoring chalk, sewing machines, threads, elastic for drawstrings. So which one is used in the pyjamas? So next is about measurement required. What are all the measurement required for to construct the pyjama is: first one is waist, second one is hip, then length of the pyjama, to which from where to hip to which place we need in the bottom. It has been mainly think length of the pyjama, bottom width, rise, that is the crotch depth. We have to check on this one. So this is the crotch depth, we have to concentrate on this too. Okay. Next, pattern drafting. So how we are going to draft a pattern. So first we have to draft front and back pattern. So there are two patterns, that is front and back side. We have to mainly check where the crotch line intersects, and the length of the pattern, and the seat portion. We have to concentrate on those things, which is this, the BCGF or the crotch line, and top to bottom A to C is the full length of the garment. So draft front and back pattern, mark crotch curve, add seam allowance, and then include the waistband allowance. So this is the main concept of pattern drafting. Next one is fold fabric properly. So the next step is cutting process. How we are going to, we have completed the drafting procedure, we move on to cutting. Fold fabric properly, place the pattern on the grain line. So there are two grain lines, that is lengthwise and crosswise. So we have to concentrate on grain lines. Mark outline clearly, cut fabric pieces accurately. So we have to include the seam elements and then we have to cut the garment, cut the fabric. Next one is stitching. Join the inner length seam, stitch crotch seam, join side seam, attach the waistband, elastic or drawstrings. So this is some of the procedure for stitching the garments. Finishing. Hem the bottom edge, trim excess threads, press seam properly, final inspection. So we have to hem the bottom which means leg portion, trim the excess threads. If there is any excess threads we have to trim it, then press the seam properly, we have to iron the seam properly, and finally the inspection, we have to check the garment properly. Next one is conclusion. Pyjama construction builds the basic sewing skills help in understanding the garment fit and comfort, essential for beginners in apparel lab, combine simplicity and functionality. So this is the main conclusion for the pyjama. Thank you.